I am Tracy Nisley, and this is my daughter Sierra Nisley, and we are here with another edition of Creation Arts Camp Quarantine Edition. This week we're going to be making I don't know what it's called, 3D art project with salt, glue, and watercolor paint. And Sierra is going to be doing a lot of the instruction today because this is actually her project. So we are going to get started. To begin with, let's go through our supplies. Do you want me to do the paper?
Yeah.
Okay. Paper-wise, you need something sturdy because you're going to have glue on it. So either cardstock, right? We have a piece of cardboard. You can use regular paper, but it's just like any other paper. When you put a bunch of Elmer's glue on it, it kind of gets wet and soggy. So just keep in mind you're going to be putting a lot of glue on the paper. So get heavy enough paper that you can put glue on it. So Sierra, what else do we need?
We need watercolor paint.
I have mine. Hers is fancier, but I like mine.
A paintbrush.
Ooh, wait. Have my paintbrush.
Water.
I have my water.
Glue.
We have to share. Sharing is caring.
And salt.
Salt. We just pulled out the big salt. You might need a bowl for when you finish. See, on that project, this is the extra salt that I had. So you might need something for that.
And
the other thing I want to tell you, moms, this is for you. You want to get either a large piece of paper or a tin foil or saran wrap, something that you can put on the table or do it outside where you can make a big mess, because you want to put your plate of this. If you don't have the paper, you could also use a big baking pan. And that's what Sierra's going to use. Something to catch the salt when you finish, because you have to dump off the extra salt. So I would highly suggest you have something that you can put your artwork on. All right, Sierra, it's all yours. What do we have to do? What is the first step? We don't want to block us.
First, we need to write something with the glue.
Write something with the glue?
Or like make a pretty picture with glue.
Oh, like I did the smiley face and you did the flower. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead.
I think Sierra said she was going to do something for Father's Day, because this coming Sunday is Father's Day, so she was going to make something for her daddy. Looks like, what are you doing?
Will you help me? I don't know how to do father.
So what she's done so far, she wrote kind of happy, H-A-P-P-Y. What did you want me to do?
Fathers.
Fathers. So F.
I didn't know how to.
How else can you spell father? What comes next? Fa-A. A.
A-U.
Nope, just an A. T.
H.
H. E. R. And then an S. And then I'll let Sierra do
Shouldn't it be
day.
apostrophe S because it's their day?
Yes, you can do that. And then a day. How do you spell day?
D. A. Y.
D-A-Y. Happy Father's Day. I think he's going to like it. Okay, remember we're going to have to take turns. So while you're gluing yours on, I'm going to glue some. I think I just want to do a fun little pattern. Let's see. I'm going to do just a fun pattern. Let's see, I'm going to do lines. I'm doing diagonal lines.
Are you going to do like a checkers pattern?
I thought about it.
Maybe you could do something.
What else can I do? I could do,
You could do hearts in the middle.
let's see. Oh, I just wanted to do patterns. Let's see. Oh, I could do little swirly.
Remember, you're going to have to put salt on this.
I know.
Can
That'll be fun. And then I can just do another swirl.
Can I get ready to put the salt on?
Almost. And I'm done. Mine's not, my first one was a powder, but I just did a whole bunch of glue all over the place. It should be fun.
My turn.
Okay, what is the next step?
Pouring salt on your paper.
You want to cover everything with salt. Spread it all out.
I might have used too much salt. Actually, if you use more salt, it would look better.
Well, we don't want to use all the salt. We won't have anything for dinner.
But don't you have to do
I'm just joking. So once you do that, what do you have to do? You shake it off. This is where the pan and the paper come in handy. Shake off all the salt.
And now it
Here's
looks like
where the bowl comes in handy, mamas. Have your parent help you do that.
paintbrush.
Oh, get your paintbrush. We could dump the extra salt into
there.
this bowl. And watch, if you're doing this with a sister or a brother or a cousin or a best friend,
They can use that salt.
now I can use this salt and sprinkle it on mine.
Can I?
No, not yet.
I know. I'm getting the next step ready.
Whoa, la, la, la. It's snowing. Can you do the snowing song? Is there a snowing song, Sierra? It's raining, it's snowing. I don't think that works either. But anyway, so I did the mine.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty's done it. Let's see. Shake the salt all over it.
Wow, yours looks like a spider web.
Look at that. I have a bunch of salt. I don't know if you can see it, but
It
I'll
looks
try
like
and
a
zoom in.
spider web.
Let me zoom in. Alrighty, can I zoom in on Sierra's? Hold yours up. Let me zoom in on Sierra's. And that's what you're going to have. Now, before we do our next step, I need to get rid of all this extra salt. Sierra, I'm going to hold this and you can put your pan over there on the other side. Will you hold mine so I can move my paper? Because watercolor
Yours
is
looks
okay.
like a spider web.
The paper and the pan is really just for the salt. I'm going to put this salt back in the bowl.
It looks like a spider web.
Can you put this paper on the side? We don't need to see it. How about the bowl?
It looks like a spider web.
Now, what do we get to do this time, Sierra?
Take your watercolor, and you need a lot of water for this. And if you like,
So the wetter the paint, the better?
yeah, the wetter paint is the better paint because you can just dip it on and it will just like.
You're going to dip it. So do I have to rub it on the salt and the glue, or do I
No.
just touch it?
You could just touch it. You can.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
if
I'm
you
going to put
rub
a...
it might get salt all over your paintbrush.
Okay, so I'm going to do red. So if I just touch it... Boom.
And
Ooh, I'm
it,
going to hold that up and let everybody see this.
it
Watch.
spreads.
Watch this. And it just spreads. Look at that spreading through the salt.
I told
That is awesome.
I told
Oh,
you.
that's so much fun.
I told you this would be a fun art project.
What happens if I put blue next to red? Does it turn into
It
purple?
might turn into a purple.
Let's see. You ready? Let's see if it blends. Oh, that's pretty cool.
It looks like a Spider-Man.
So, do you have to touch everything?
No, you can leave some things white. You can leave some things like different colors. You can do all sorts of things. You just make sure you have a lot of water and it will turn out spreading like that.
Oh.
First time, I didn't put enough water, so I added more water and it spreaded like this. I'm going to do Dad's favorite
This is
colors.
pretty cool. I've never thought of this. Sierra, this is awesome. I hope you're enjoying this at home because I'm having fun with this.
And you're an adult.
I know. Adults, if you want to do this, I think you'd have fun too.
It's really fun.
I love watching it spread.
I like your sound effects.
My sound effects.
Mom, look. I touched it in the middle and now look at it.
Look at that. This is pretty cool.
I'm going to do this color. Whoa! The brown looks like orange.
Oh, I already did orange. Oh well. We'll do orange again.
It looks cool. It looks like a spider web.
Uh-oh, the brown got some blue in it.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, brown even comes out brown.
Yeah, mine turned out orange.
So when it dries, is it going to be flaky or what's it going to be like, Sierra?
I don't really know. This is my first time doing it.
Well, I thought you did it the other day.
No.
Oh.
I did something else. Oh
Look
wait,
at
I
this.
did do it the other day, but I didn't. I painted it and then spread it on.
Ah.
And like it felt so cool. It had a great texture, and I didn't use glue.
Oh.
So you could just.
Oh, that is something else. So like, what'd you use?
I just used watercolor, and then while it was still wet, I sprinkled salt on it.
Oh, that's another
Then
way
you
of doing
brush
it.
it off with your a dry brush, and felt
So you paint
cool.
your watercolor and then sprinkle the salt on it, whatever
Yeah.
picture. That's a good idea.
I did-
Also, parents, if you don't have any salt, any watercolors, you can use regular food dye. You
water
can
and
just
food dye.
make it a super soupy, like you're gonna dye eggs or something.
Like water.
And
Ooh, did you see the purple? Look.
ooh, purple is pretty.
I'm gonna use this pink.
This is kind of fun. I hope you're doing this at home with us. And you know, I would love to see your pictures and show me some of the pictures. If you're watching this on Facebook, see if you can post it on Facebook. If not, if you're watching it on YouTube, you could email it to me if you want. I'll have to put my email address because I would love to see your work.
Yeah, me too.
This
I wanna
is
see
really
what-
kind of
I
fun.
want to see what different kinds of things they did. Mommy, look, I accidentally drew little lines in the middle,
Cool.
and when I put the watercolor on, it looks so cool.
You're right. The wetter the paint, the faster it spreads.
Whoa! The H looks cool.
All right, well, I'm going to let you keep painting, and you can keep painting at home. Pause the video if you want. We're just going to keep painting until we finish.
Did anything get ruined?
All right. So as you finish, you'll be able to finish. Remember, it's going to take a while to dry because all that glue has to dry. And let me show you. Here's my little colorful thing, and I'm going to zoom in on it. That's mine, Miss Tracy's, as I just dripped blue salt glue gooey stuff all over my table.
It's
Oh
water.
well,
It's watercolors.
it's watercolors. Here's Sierra's. Can you see it? It says,
It's dripping.
I know, Happy Father's Day.
And I did a little bit of splatters.
She did a little bit of splatter to make it colorful.
Look, it looks so cool. The mess
So-
up turned into cool.
And it's going to dry. Now, sometimes the glue dries and the salt kind of shakes off. So, just to give you a heads up, it may dry and be kind of crumbly. But it's a lot of fun to watch the paint spread through the salt. And I just want to share you something. This reminds me, you know how we are called to be sharing the love of Christ with others?
That's what I was about to say.
But here's the neat thing. Did you see how far your paint spread? It spread super far. And the thing that we don't realize is when we share the love of Jesus Christ with our friends and our neighbors and even people we don't know, our strangers, that are just part of family, God's family, when we share the love of Jesus Christ with them, they in turn get that love and they can share it with other people as well. And so that one little love that we shared in that one little spot spreads way farther than we could ever imagine watching God's love spread. All because we took the chance by loving someone with the love of Jesus Christ. And so I want to encourage you this week to love one another, to encourage one another, because you'll be surprised. That love and that encouragement is then going to be feeding off of them onto other people, and it's going to spread farther than you could ever imagine. So thank you, Sierra, for giving us a new project to do. Next week, we are going to make friendship bracelets.
Ooh.
And I know sometimes making friendship bracelets, it's hard because you have to like tie all these knots and it's just, and it's like braiding. But
It's
I have a
frustrating.
fun way of doing it that you don't have to worry about the knots, and it makes it super simple. You're going to need a lid, like a lid off of the Lay's potato chips, or cut a piece of round cardboard, something that just any kind of plastic lid or cardboard. You're going to need string, like thread string that you would do like cross stitch. You can use yarn, I guess, but it would be very thick. But you're going to need 7 strands of string because you take 7 strings
How long
to
are the
braid.
strings?
Well, you're going to need long strings because it's going to be braided and you're going to have a friendship bracelet. And then you're going to need scissors. That's it. You're going to need a lid or circle, string, and scissors. And 7 strands because you're going to take 7 strands of string. They can be any color. You can have it colorful. You can have 1 color. You can have 2 colors. Whatever. You just need 7 strands of it. And I will see you next week, or we will see them next week, for Creation Arts Camp Quarantine Edition.